Hi, in this video, my team and I will be presenting our topic for our thesis proposal, Design and Development of Electric Food Milling Machine. Powdered spices or other kinds of powdered food products are a necessity in the food industry as they can be applied and used in many kinds of food products. The powder is made by undergoing dehydration process to dry the raw ingredients. It is then put into the grinding process which would turn the dried ingredients into powder. In the early age, humans would use stones to pound the ingredients such as grains and nuts. Later on, mortar and pestle were invented for a more efficient way of grinding. But with the development of technology, food grinding or food milling machine were invented for a more efficient way and time for grinding food products. Now, a grinding machine is powered by an electric motor which is responsible for the rotation of blades that grinds the ingredients. This machine is an important tool in the food industry as it can both grind and mix ingredients together.
So, the electric milling machine would need to address issues such as time efficiency, space efficiency, and manpower. So, for the development of this study, we address the following questions. So first, to build the electric milling machines, what design parameters should be considered? So in general, the following points are to be considered while designing of electric milling are to give high accuracy. Then for variety of operations and quick changing tools to keep the downtime minimum and the flexibility of the machine. Next is what production and implementation plan can we use to ensure the electric milling machine is functional. So the primary goals of electric milling are to set a target and check for deviation by comparing performance metrics. So coordinates various production system resources in the most efficient and cost-effective manner. So as well as between different machines to ensure that the proper product is produced at the right time and the correct amount. So the last question is what types of tests and evaluation should be carried out to determine the prototype's functionality and efficiency. This document describes steps to evaluation of prototypes. First is confirm the prototype, develop questions, designing methods, implement and adapt, and make decisions of the pilot, generating fresh concept, putting concept into action, testing concepts. So these are iterative. It is a framework, not a recipe, so that can guide social innovators and evaluators in designing an evaluation for their prototype. So it is also a work in progress. It will be constantly updated based on experiences of the natural step organizations in developing in its sustainability transitions.
This machine is convenient to use in our home, especially in the kitchen for daily purposes. It provides a more efficient and cheaper way for making food that requires milled ingredients. We have specific objectives in our study. First is to design and build high effective milling machine so that by using this machine, lesser work in a cheaper way. Second is to have a better understanding of the cost and limitation of the performance of the machine, giving you such information by cost of its parts and its limitation. And the last one is to evaluate parameters to access in order to measure the performance and acceptability of the electric milling machine. Every object has its own limitation. Our study gives you information on how the operation works by its parts and the parameters or limitation of the ingredients to be milled.
The input of the conceptual framework are the baseline research and its concept. The process were concept and design development, assembling, and system implementation and evaluation.
We have researched some related studies that can support our research. A research titled Fine Grinding of Food and Fibrous Materials states that blade geometry plays a vital role in the grinding process. Impact energy is also an important parameter for the machine. Another research states that residual stresses were generated from grinding process through experimentation. However, average errors between the simulation and experiment of less than 16 to 20% for residual stresses were found in the new model.
Design and construction of a manual food grinding machine. Design and construction of a manual food grinding machine, a study that is used small materials and technology for their study. This study method come up a lightweight food grinding machine, which is very portable for grinding at home with less consumption of power supply. Second, effect of moisture content on the grinding process and powder properties on the food. In a study about food grinding operation using a milling machine or grinding machine, the study states that the moisture content of the food is really important because moisture content in food can have a significant impact on factors such as the product taste, texture, appearance, shape, and weight, so that the food varies on the grinding machine's performance to produce good quality of powder food.
The concept design. First is the power button, which enables and powers the machine to on and off. Second is the non-slipping part, where it is the part of the machine to handle and not to slip when it is handed. Third is the hard plastic glass, basically the base of the part of the machine and the holding part of the raw materials to be grind. Lastly, the 4D reamers, where it is designed to efficiently pulverize the food and break down into its smallest pieces.
So, that is all for our presentation. Thank you for watching. See you next time.